Hi, this is Dodger, and you're watching my show. Now, normally I start this show off with something silly or goofy that has nothing to do with anything, but today I wanted to make sure that I said any of you who are on the east coast of North America that are about to be hit by the hurricane or will feel any effects from it at all, please be safe. You are in my thoughts. Our first piece of news actually has to do with the hurricane. Any of you who are familiar with Isaiah Triforce Johnson, he has been sitting outside of Nintendo World in Manhattan waiting to make sure that he is the first person to get the Wii U. Now, unfortunately, he was told that he had to vacate the premises because of the hurricane. And any of you who are sitting there thinking, it's just so sad. I mean, he was there for days. It's going to be heartbreaking when somebody swipes his position from him. Never fear, for Nintendo World realizes that, you know, there's nothing that can be done, and he has been waiting there for quite a while. So what's going to happen is they are shutting down the line until everything is over and the emergency is gone, and then when Triforce Johnson shows back up, the line will resume so that he keeps his place. And he's had a really good attitude about it. I mean, obviously, like, his tweets have been things along the lines of, you know, it's for my health's sake, they're just watching out for me, there's nothing that can be done, and I'm gonna keep my place in line, and fortunately, I've been there long enough that this counts as a full day, and hopefully I'll be able to be there for as long as possible tomorrow and have that count for a full day, but we'll have to see. I want so badly to know what his job is. What do you do, Triforce Johnson? So speaking of Nintendo, not too long ago they talked about how they were going to start doing paid DLC, which, you know, nobody likes to hear. But I heard some pretty good news today. So despite the fact that they've decided that they want to do paid DLC, it sounds like they understand and realize that the act of buying DLC doesn't only cut into our pockets, it also cuts into our gaming experience, and with some franchises that's just not okay. So any of you who are Animal Crossing fans know you will not ever have to deal with paid DLC, because they feel like with the tone of the series in general, it's just not a good thing to try to do. They actually went so far as to say that they thought that adding paid DLC to a game like Animal Crossing would make the game experience unwholesome. So if you really love a Nintendo franchise that you feel is kind of along those same lines, they might be doing the same thing. Obviously that's just, you know, speculation, but it would be nice if there was a decent number of franchises that they have that they said, you know, it's not right for this. As a final bit of news, Starcraft 2 is getting a leveling system. And that's my show. Thanks so much for watching. If you have a positive or a negative, never fear, StarCraft lovers, for this leveling system does not impact your units, it doesn't impact your gameplay, it's literally just for vanity and aesthetics, which I love. It sounds like the way that it works is in Heart of the Swarm, you get experience for playing certain game modes. And when you get that experience, depending on what race you play, you get portraits and decals. So only somebody who is a really high level is going to have very certain portraits, which is kind of a neat idea. It's not going to change your gameplay experience at all, I don't think. And the portraits and decals are very specific depending on what race you play most. So I think that it's kind of a cool thing, honestly. You're just doing the same thing that you normally do, but depending on how much you play, you get cooler and cooler portraits. Honestly, I feel like a bunch of people sat down and they were like, you know, other games have, like, leveling systems. Should we have like a leveling system? I mean, sure, why not? If it doesn't actually change the gameplay at all, if you're just doing the same things but you get rewarded for doing it more, cool! All my roommates are talking outside and it's extremely distracting. I really don't know what else I would have had to say about StarCraft leveling because all I can hear is talks about YMCA and pizza. So that is my show. Thank you so much for watching. If you have a positive or a negative response, feel free to leave it in my comment section, and if you want to have coffee with me, you can click wherever I put the annotation and it'll take you to my other channel. But otherwise, I hope that you guys are having an amazing week. Again, if you are where the hurricane is happening, please, please, please be safe. I know a lot of people who are over there and it sounds like their general feelings are, it's scary, but we got this. So have a good, safe beginning of your week, and I will talk to you guys again on Halloween Wednesday. Okay, bye-bye. Mwah. Other games have, like, leveling systems.